preference. I prefer not to live around black people. I prefer not to live in a country where white people in our country are disproportionately attacked by black people. Austin Metcalf, where he asks a guy to leave and he gets stabbed in the heart. I don't like what happens to be coming out of this community or that community. How is that a bad thing? How is that not just a preference?
Because you've literally made black people sound lesser humans. You don't want to live around them. You want to use the N word in relation to them, a word that you know causes that community unbelievable offense.
My fault? Is that my fault? If they have bad behavior, if they want to act in a certain way, if I have to cross the street and be afraid that maybe because of the crime statistics that are very real, by the way, is that my fault or is that their fault for having bad behavior?
Yeah, and these are the responses Black Twitter has given her for that. We don't want to live around you, and die, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Pound your head into sand, fucking kill you, beat you up, catch her out there, violence. Okay. Anyway, that's the response to her saying, that community seems a little violent and I don't want to live around them. Instantly just horrible death threats and threats of all kinds of torture and violence and whatnot. So kind of proved her point. But I wanted to focus on Piers, the wonderful Piers Morgan, who, he calls Lily out. Censored.tv's own Lily calls her out, saying she's a horrible person and a racist for not wanting to live. You're talking about black people like they're not human. You don't want to live around them. Oh, interesting. So I looked up. It's easy. You look up where Piers Morgan lives. He's got a wonderful house, a $5 million house in the Hollywood Hills. And then it's quick, another less than a minute to look up the racial demographic of the Hollywood Hills. And here it is. Hollywood Hills demo based on race. White residents constitute a significant portion of the population of Hollywood Hills, around 74.1%. Other racial groups, Latino is 9.4, Asians 6.7. African Americans make up 4.6% of the population in Hollywood Hills, and I guarantee you that's like Denzel Washington, Oprah Winfrey. Those are the 4 and change percent of the blacks living in the Hollywood Hills within the 75% that is white. That's where Piers lives. It seems like Piers Morgan decided he didn't want to live around black people. The fucking hypocrisy and the outrage. He's so, how dare you, you horrible racist woman. Really, Piers? Where are your black neighbors? She said, she didn't just say, I don't want to live around black people because I don't like the color of their skin. She said, I don't want to live around black people. You could look at the statistics of violence perpetrated against whites by blacks. It's way above what the demographic should dictate. And she gave that reason. And it's a viable reason. It's a good reason. I don't want to have to worry about getting assaulted or killed walking home. So I choose not to live in an area where people are statistically more apt to assault or murder other people. It's smart. It's our most basic of human instincts, the survival instinct. Even the caveman didn't decide to settle in a cave that was in the middle of the saber-toothed tiger's hunting ground. Why? Are you a racist against saber-toothed tigers? No, I want to be able to go out of my cave and not get eaten. Even cavemen knew that. So Lily's saying something completely legitimate here. and Piers. Like there's no fucking reason whatsoever for her to come out with such outlandish nonsense, like not wanting to be raped or robbed, walking into her house because she decided to live amongst people that are seem to be predisposed to violence. So Piers has to give her a little piece of his mind and show the world what a wonderful, not racist guy he is. But then let's look at the reality of Piers Morgan and do the literally under 2 minutes of research. And that includes the time it took me to crop the screen cap of his house and post it. Under 2 minutes to find out that this fuck is living in a vastly predominantly white neighborhood. 75 in the United States of America, a 75% white neighborhood is very rare, and it's very wealthy, and even the black people and other minorities that live there are very well to do. They're not your, hood rats that Lily's talking about not wanting to live around them. So again, it's so easy to point out the fucking hypocrisy with these bastards like Piers Morgan. Ugh. Why did people feel like they have to present themselves like that? Virtue signaling. Piers just sat there and went like, I'm gonna chastise her. I'm really gonna give her the how do you do about her racism. And then in every practical sense, Piers Morgan is absolutely practicing what Lily was talking about. Absolutely. When was the last time you think Piers was in the ghetto around black people and not, like I said, Don Cheadle? Where you're going to go down and a couple of doors down and hang out with the African, the people of color, Don Cheadle or Jamie Foxx, really get down and dirty and gritty with the minorities? Get the fuck out of here. The 4 point whatever percent of blacks living in the Hollywood Hills, you know their name. You've seen them on the credits of movies and TV shows, and you've listened to their music. So just stop. And even then, it's still 75% white. You're not seeing black people when you walk around his neighborhood. When was the last time a neighbor of Piers Morgan's car was broken into on the street? If it's ever on the street, I'm sure they're behind gates. Because even though you live in a 75% white neighborhood, you got to have your gates to protect you and your armed security. And, they'll usher you from your house into your black SUV, take you to whatever shindig, any bullshit Hollywood shindig they're throwing that night, open the door for you. You'll go in, and again, you'll hobnob with some of the great downtrodden black people at these award shows or whatever thing, whatever shindig you're going to. And then back into the SUV and back behind your gates and your 75% white neighborhood. So fuck you, Piers Morgan. Again, credit, kudos, and hats off to Lily for just really leaning right into this, not giving in, not stuttering and stammering while she gives her point of view on this whole thing. As well she shouldn't, because she was absolutely right. She was describing what Piers Morgan has actually done in his life. He's bitching at her for saying, I don't want to live around black. I don't want to live around a culture and a community of people that are known for overwhelming levels of violence that does not fit the scale of racial makeup of the country and how much crime is perpetrated. So she goes, yeah, I don't want to live there near that. And Piers just couldn't believe it. She was describing Piers Morgan's life, his decisions that he has made as to where he wants to live, where he wants to buy a house, who his neighbors are. Because lucky him can afford it. That's what it is. He can afford it. And what did he choose? He chose to live in a 75% white neighborhood. She described him to a T, and he lambasts her for showing him, for holding a mirror up to his fucking racist face. Sell the house, Piers. Move to Compton. What are you doing in Hollywood Hills? Move to Compton. Move to East LA. Get some minorities around you. They get away with it. I don't know how. Most people won't speak up. Most people just won't speak up. Gavin.
All right, so Cumia going off on Piers Morgan. Hilarious. But Cumia also retweeted about my cousin who got shot. So he retweeted this. Convicted felon with upside-down U.S. flag tattoo accused of premeditated attack to wipe out neighbors in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Eric Peterson, 37, is accused of murdering Brandon, I'm not going to attempt to say his last name, 28, and wounding his wife, that's my cousin, Jennifer, and attempting to kill their 2-year-old son. So my cousin Jen, she's in the hospital right now. I'm going to drop a link in the description for her GoFundMe that my cousin Adam and his sister Crystalline started. But yeah, I heard about the shooting a couple of days ago, and then my family hit me up on Facebook and was like, your cousin Jennifer got shot. And I was like, oh, that was the thing. Oh yeah, to all the people who are stunned right now, yes, I am half white, and this is from the white side of my family. More specifically, my grandma's side of the family. But yeah, crazy that all this happened. And but right now, yeah, my cousin Jennifer is in the hospital. They set up a GoFundMe, so if you can, go give to that GoFundMe. And to those who are about to complain about the video, that was on Cumia's end. Missy was using the Wi-Fi or something, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.